Good morning, you guys. Good morning. I'm gonna wait and start letting you guys, those that are up, these are abnormal hours for me to be up if I'm at home. Now, if I'm out working, it's not, but like at home, I'm around this time, I'm asleep. And I went to sleep and woke up because y'all know I'm taking care of the pups. I'm getting ready to take one. Looks like I'm gonna have to take her to the hospital. So I'm up so that I can take her in a few minutes. I called the animal hospital and they said they're pretty full, so I'm gonna wait until I think that that has died down because I was at the animal hospital almost all night the other night and I was mad as hell, the emergency room. Be sitting in a dog emergency room. So I'm gonna just let other people start getting the notification. Hey, Miss Keita, I wanted to do some early morning talk. I kind of just wanted to do like an inspirational. Um, I wanted to do an inspirational. Hey, Cypress. I see you all are still up. Listen, y'all, if you don't have the members, if you don't have the platinum, definitely get the platinum. The exclusive information goes into the platinum. I do a live, two live, one live a month with the gold members, and they get exclusive information and one live a month. And the with the bronze is they are involved in the book club. Like everybody's involved in the book club. That gives them access to the book club that I'm getting ready to start back up again. Um, so hey, the Black Barbie. With the few people that's up, I wanted to just kind of just talking, but I also wanted to, do some inspirational talk. Hey, nothing. I wanted to do some inspirational talk. Um, I see now, like when I look at people and I watch people pretty closely, and I think we all like go through our own little things. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has challenges and stuff in their life. I know I do. You know, we all have challenges. But I think the important thing is while you're going through those challenges is not to become bitter, not to become let it break you down too bad. Certain things that we go through, it breaks our heart, but don't allow it to break you down, right? Um and then when things start to flow, I know a lot of times we try and control stuff. Some things flow the exact way that it is supposed to flow. And I'm learning to allow it. I think oftentimes like we get caught up in trying to rewrite everything whereas if we just let things just flow to the rhythm of the universe, or how some people say the universe is, just let it flow the way God would want it to flow. um I think that on the other side would be much better, but sometimes we get afraid when we're looking at like change and things of that nature. And there's nothing wrong with change at all. Sometimes change is extremely necessary. I was thinking about that we get very complacent in life and we become very um we become afraid of change, but oftentimes change is just not bad at all. you know just start letting things flow the way that it should flow, and if you allow it, if nothing else, you get the opportunity to sometimes you get the opportunity to see things for how it is. I was thinking about someone that I know extremely well, and they're getting ready to go through, unfortunately, a divorce. and that person had been calling me every day. I was surprised. I was like, wow, um and which I just listened, because one thing about it, when as it relates to like marriage and stuff like that, I don't like to tell people, not unless there's some type of abuse involved, what to do in their relationships. I kind of walk on a tightrope as it relates to that. Um, and one thing that I ended up telling them yesterday, because the person is taking it extremely hard, sometimes, we're forced, when we allow things to flow and stop trying to control the narrative and let God, or the whatever you call it, the universe or whatever, let flow to the rhythm of the universe, or just let God do God's thing. You get to see some stuff, right? You get to see some things. And what that person was saying was, I was forced to realize that this person really was just with me because it was beneficial to them. Like, I thought that they would be, um, I thought that they would be grateful for me picking them up and helping them, and I just kind of walk on a tightrope, and they treat me like I'm an enemy. Okay, now at this point, act like they don't even like me, and this is this person's spouse, right? And so I told the person, I was like, you know what? Every emotion that you're having, have that emotion, and never forget, all of the emotions that you're having. Be transparent with yourself. Don't talk to too many people about it, but just allow yourself to feel those emotions, and then go through it, because a lot of times we don't want to go through anything. Oh, I don't want to go through that, it hurts too bad. Go through it, and then once you come out on the other side, you feel all of those emotions. You come out on the other side, you're able to stand back and look after you get through it. Because one thing for sure, you're gonna get through it. We go through stuff and we're gonna get through it, because I've been through some things in my life that have hurt me so bad, especially when you're talking about relationships. I'm older now, I'm in my 40s, so I don't I know how to handle people. I know how to handle things. I don't live in that fairy tale anymore. You know what I mean? That that we're, especially girls, we're taught that we're supposed to be good wives, and have this what is it called, like the Snow White, and this beautiful wedding. But the realization is everything really starts to get real after the wedding, right? But I told the person to go on and just feel everything that you're gonna feel, and just let it flow. Don't try and control anything. Just let things be what it's gonna be. One thing for sure, everything that has a start has a finish. Once you get to the other side of it, you'll be able to look at that and take the lesson that comes with that, right? Everything that you feel like that you did that you should not have done, take that as a lesson, and take that into the next relationship that you'll have later on, after you get on the other side of this pain, right? And I know people might feel like, especially because I be on here going in and stuff, that I would tell them, girl, tell him F you, this and that. I don't, that's not how I live my life. I couldn't live my life that crazily. Now I'll cuss somebody out if they cross me. Yeah, all that cussing I do now, that is preserved for somebody that crosses me. It's not what I do in my everyday life, right? Because I don't deal with a lot of people, so I don't have to cuss a lot of people out like that. But I think, as women, we think about the beautiful wedding and all that, and we put a lot of detail and all of that. We think about the wedding even before we even meet the person, but we don't think about what we want. And I remember my mom had said to me one time, she was like, when I told her, I said, I want to get married one day. And she said, well, what you need to do is, because my mother is a minister, she was like, what you need to do is, you need to write down all of the attributes you would want in a spouse. She said, but make sure you tell God, that you want him to be kind, you want him to be patient. Think about all those things that you need. And I think that we forget that, right? Because I'm one of those ones that I need somebody that's gonna be patient with me because I know how I am, right? I need somebody that's gonna be kind, right? And I think that we kind of forget about that. And with this person that I've been that has been calling me, confiding in me every day, because she's hurt. Lord up in heavens knows she's hurt. I could feel her pain so bad. It hurts me to almost hear a person um go through. And I've had people to confide in me, but never like this before. Like maybe if it was a boyfriend, but never really a husband. The pain of a wife confiding in you, you know um her husband telling her that he does not want the relationship anymore. I don't want the responsibility of marriage anymore, And so that's why I said we have to accept things. We have to let things flow, accept it. Don't try and change the narrative. Do what you feel like you need to do, but don't be vindictive, because once you start being vindictive, you become desperate. You start creating bad karma for yourself, right? Just let things flow the way it's gonna flow, and get the lesson while you're going through it. Because oftentimes we get so busy with being defensive, trying to think of revenge, that we don't get the lesson that God is trying to get us to get, right? When we're going through these circumstances. And if you're not careful, you'll become extremely bitter. And when you're young and stuff, and it's unfortunate, when you go through relationships and you break up, or especially when you go through marriages, and people don't feel the same anymore. I've always said this because I'm a little older, so I know. When somebody say, "Well, I'm gonna love you forever," and I think even with myself, I understand that people will love you as long as they will love you, right? That could even happen with me. And then they might wake up one day and you can't control people's feelings. That's why when they say I love you forever, they'll love you for as long as they'll love you. And then they might wake up one day and decide I don't want this no more. And you have to be prepared for that. It's unfortunate, but you got to know how to handle yourself. That's why I said we got to learn how to get the lessons, right? I think in doing like private investigative work, I've learned a lot myself, right? Because I have a lot of female whites that are wealthy to reach out to me. These are wealthy women, and I have to say they taught me they taught me a lot of stuff, because a lot of people might think, well, white women are Karens. This No, white women know how to fight. They are very proactive, and they fight differently than us. We Black women can be extremely emotional, and I think that's one of the things that I've been telling the person that has been confiding in me: be extremely responsible with what you do, right? We get emotional, we start screaming stuff out. I know people say, well, you be screaming stuff out. I know anything I put into the atmosphere, I put it out there for a reason, right? It's definitely a strategy. Even when I get mad, I know what not to tell. And I see a lot of white women and a lot of white men. They're very calm, but they're very proactive. They win in the end, and that's why I say we have to stay calm and get the lesson right. Because one thing for sure, when a person is wrong, karma is definitely real. But if you put yourself, let's say versus Black women, sometimes I think that that what I do sometimes is a ministry child. When people get to talking to me, this person that's confiding in me, I know right very well. And it's so sad because they'll wake up in the middle of the night having panic attacks at 2 o'clock in the morning, like yesterday, and call me. um you sleep, uh and I'm not now, you know what I mean? And I think God has put me in a position to be very patient with the person, because as people, we all go through, not just women but men too. There are a lot of men that hurt because their wives wake up one day and they decide that they want to do something different after many years, right? But get the lesson. That's the point. What we have to do is go through, stop trying to control the narrative, because you sure can't control other people. Just go through it, allow yourself to feel those emotions, and then get the lesson so that when you go into another relationship, whether you are a man or a woman, you're not bitter, you're not mistreating the other person. You could be very cautious. My grandmother had always taught me this, and it's not me being mean. It's just everybody was taught something different. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people that are resourceful, right? Whether it's knowledge or whatever. But my grandmother had always said to me, she was like, you have to, she said, I'm gonna tell you something, little girl. Um, and these were just old people talking, be careful about who you build up now, because most people don't be with the person that builds them up, right? They don't be with that person. Um, if they just don't. So be very careful about who you build up. And I've kind of lived my life like that. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I've kind of been cognizant of that. And I think this is what this young lady is going through. She feel like, yeah, she feel like, I helped a person, I built them up, they had nothing, and now they deciding they want to do something different with somebody that ain't even half of what she is, right? But hey, sometimes, people are used to a certain thing. You can be too much for them. But that's why I always, even when the person talking, I go, hey, feel those emotions. I don't try to talk bad about her, the husband or anything like that. Feel those emotions and get the lesson. And I think that's what we got to do when people come to us. Don't make them feel even worse. Don't put them in a position, girl, you need to do this and I would do this. Give them some good counsel. You know what I mean? Make sure you got your stuff in order as it relates to, get yourself prepared, because you might have to go through a war. Prepare yourself for that, but you still got to keep um a stable mind in doing that. I think that's what we have to do, instead of making the person feel bad. Well, you never should have did this, and girl, he do it at this, and that. When people are going through, they don't need that. They don't really need that. I don't need for a person to do something that I might would do, right? Well, I'm just like this. You weaker than me, because there are some things that you just don't say to people when they're going through stuff, right? So that's why I say get the lesson, and sometimes people are your assignment. Handle that right. Handle that right, and I promise you that good karma, because everybody is either going through a storm or coming out of one. So the next time you're going through a storm, God is sending you somebody that could be helpful to you, to help you to get through those storms. I know, like last year, when my dad had passed away. Hey, OG Snake Spotter. When my dad had passed away, I think about that now. I was in such a bad place, right? And I had YouTubers like Onan and all of them on here just harassing me like crazy, right? And I go back and I look at some of those videos, and I think about the place that I was in, and how bad it was. And I've even had to go on my knees with some of the things that I said. I wish he would die. How could somebody be so evil? This, and that. I've had to go back and ask God, because see, those people that was involved in it, they got to reap what they sow. But what I've been able to do was go back and ask God, God, forgive me for putting those words into the atmosphere. But we know whatever man soweth, that's just what he's gonna reap, him and all of the rest of them that was involved, right? But I think about being on the other side of that, my head is, I'm in a different place, right? And some people you have to pray for. That's when you know you've been delivered for real. You don't even think about them. You pray for them. God, is something wrong with them, right? When you get to a place where you can pray for those that have spitefully um did you wrong, and then there was a lesson in that. It's a lesson, okay? I was sending the same too at Cyprus. OG Snake spotted, but y'all get the lesson. Get the lesson because there's a lesson in everything, right? There's a lesson in everything. But when you can give somebody good counsel, I promise you, when you're going through your storm, because you put that into the atmosphere, that was good karma. See, we talk about bad karma all the time. You put good karma into the atmosphere. When you're going through it, somebody, God will send you somebody that would be good, that would help you to get through stuff, But I had like people in my life that was always, even with that situation, because that was very well. When my dad passed away, we had started preparing months before that. We was hoping that he would turn around. In my mind, I was like, my auntie had told me, my dad's sister had said to me, um, one day, she said, when you came out to the hospital one day, she says, it broke my heart. I had to get up and go into the restroom because I had always looked at my dad as being this strong fighter. That's all my dad ever did. He was a fighter because he was a politician, right? And so I remember, the hospital messed up and his bed was that's what really took him on down. His bed was not the alarm on his bed was not working, and my dad got up and slid and hit his head and really went into a coma. That's what took him out. He went into a coma for like 3 months. He did not wake up. And so my auntie said it broke her heart that one day, after that happened, and I came out there, and I always pulled a chair up right, like next to his bed, right almost in his face. And she said it broke my heart when I was looking at you, say, Dad, I'm here. I'm here. Dad, I'm here. Wake up. I'm here. Because in my mind, I felt like my dad has been fighting for 30, 40 years. Ain't no way in the world he gonna just pop up out of this, and then he gonna have his mind back and everything is gonna heal. That's what I thought until the very end. Right. That's just what I had in my head. Right. But like I said, even then, God has sent me people that was good counselors. Because when you go through stuff, when you grieving like that, you have to have good people around you, not people where you've been grieving long enough, and this and that. You need to stop that. You can't tell nobody how to grieve, and because you wouldn't grieve like that. People are different. You're gonna reap what you sow if you put that into the atmosphere. If God has sent you to be a counsel to a person, be a good counsel to them. And I promise you, and He sent me some good ones. I promise you that good karma will be put back into the atmosphere, because I promise you, everybody get a turn. Everybody gets a turn. That's why you gotta be very meticulous about what you do, because it could be tomorrow. Yesterday it was me. The next year it could be you. Okay. So we have to be very careful when we're sowing seeds. Make sure we sow good seeds, right? Um, yeah. And another thing I want to touch on is, stop letting people tell you what you can and can't do. Listen, success is limitless. It is limitless. Don't let people deter you or tell you what you can't do. They might have a limited mind set. So when you're trying to be successful, you can't be around people that have a limited mind. set. You got to be around people that have a limitless mindset, right? Limitless. It can't be about what they want you to do. It just can't be that. It's got to be about what you feel on the inside, because as it relates to your success and your vision, nobody can tell you what limits you have, right? Because it ain't no limits. They can't see your visions because your dream, because it wasn't given to them. So when you start getting people trying to talk you, put a limit on what it is that you see in your mind, because you have your visions and stuff in your mind of what you want, then those are people, their season may be up in your life, right? Okay, this person, I can't have limited mindset types of people around me, because hey, what I got in my head is it's up real high, right? So I can't, this person is limited and low vibrational, and you have to be careful when people are around you with heavy spirits and they're low vibrational. They'll keep you feeling a certain way because spirits transfer, right? Spirits transfer. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm a loner, except for with the exception of a few people, that I talk to and stuff. Because I have to keep it light, because hey, the sky is the limit, and in order to fly, right, in order to go up high, you can't have nothing heavy on you, because it keeps you on the ground level. So you have to keep it light so that you can fly light, because the sky is the limit. So don't let people tell you. I think I was talking about this the other day. I don't like for people to say they won't let me. These people won't give me nothing. I don't even like being around folks like that. I make it a point not to. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find my thing. Trying to find, and look at me. I can't sing, y'all. So don't talk about me. I cannot sing. I never could. I wish I could though, but I can't. I have so much. Mm, yeah, I got bags because I went to the pharmacist. I done spent so much money on trying to get these dogs right, and get ready to have to go and in another hour or so, and spend about $600 or $700 on this on Rainbow. But I was reading about parvo, and even when your dogs have been vaccinated, they said it. Hey, you've been around other dogs, or it could come in from off of the grass or your shoe or whatever. Um, keep you a wife and a girlfriend. Don't be fool you. Oh Lord, Cypress, I don't even know why you got that mindset. Cypress, with that mindset, you will never have you a good woman. Talk about keep you a wife and a girlfriend. You're gonna end up with your throat open. That's all I'm gonna say. That's how I'm gonna say you're gonna end up with your throat open. Because these women are not playing. I'm telling you, they're not playing. I was looking at on the news, and yeah, a lady, two women was going together, and one lady shot the other one. These folks crazy. I'm, you can't control nobody. I think that's the thing that probably scares me. I don't want nobody crazy. I don't really trust people. I don't really trust people like that. It's just not, you just can't trust them. I'd be halfway scared of them. Mm-mm. You want to, can I take you on a date? And that's traditional for a man to come and pick you up and take you on a date. I don't know. I can't get in the car with you. I'll meet you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Right up. Rainbow. Okay. I have to make sure you okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a mosquito in my house. Thought the mosquito, but I am by the water, so I'm telling you, they're gonna open that throat up. I'm telling you, you know what I'm talking about. They're gonna slit. They're gonna open that throat up on you, Cypress. And I'm talking about slit. Now I have to be careful what I say on here, but they're gonna open that throat up. And nothing. I'm telling you, it ain't nothing wrong with being single. People have to be very meticulous about what they invite into their atmosphere. You you end up with more problems than what you need. So, um, people started talking about sneaky links and stuff. You have to be careful about. You have to be careful about them too. Because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these men get tricked because women can be more. A lot of women, and I don't know what be wrong with these men because most women cannot be with a man, not unless I don't, not unless she on something else. She can't be with a cannot consistently spend time with a man and not have feelings for him. So he gonna be looking at some issues if they got somebody else. If he got somebody else, he gonna be looking at some issues. So but you see it starting to see more men emotional too. More there are a lot more men emotional too. They're doing crazy stuff because people there is a lot of mental illness in the atmosphere, right? A lot of people crazy now. So I don't want that in my I don't want that around me. Then you have to think about it's all types of venereal diseases out there, stuff that people just really don't need in their life, right? So hey, you're right. It is a good time to just be single. And definitely be careful. Cypress talking about keep the emotions in the mailbox. Cypress. Cypress, see Cypress be on here front, and he be the main one. He be the main one. Falling in love. Nothing wrong with falling in love. I think it's beautiful if you can find somebody worth falling in love with. The issues are people. Love is a doing. Love is an action word. People falling in love for the wrong reasons. Why you fall in love with them, girl? He good in bed. Oh Lord, that's a weak reason to be falling in love, but men doing it too. They leaving their wives and stuff for women that do anything in bed. Uh, they've built a life with a woman, and they sitting up leaving their wife for a woman. I, ladies, it's good to ask questions. I'm telling you, because because women be scared to ask questions. It's just good to ask questions. Some of these men be into some stuff that you would never believe. I was talking to a guy. Oh Lord, have mercy, y'all. These folks is into. Listen, we, I, mm-mm. These people into some stuff that you would never believe. That's why I say just let things flow. All you got to do is listen to them. All you have to do is just listen and tell them, ask them. Sometimes ask them, but they a lot of times they'll tell you. Mm-mm. And then they'll say you antiquated. You ain't with the program. No, I ain't with the program. I'm sure not. Cause more and more men feel, they want women to put on strap-ons. I promise to God I'm not lying. Like stuff like that. Okay, okay, I don't want to offend nobody, so I don't even want to get I'm telling you, I was mm, mm-mm. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you, like if ask questions, it'll save you a lot of time if you ask questions. Um, mm-mm. I've been very cautious since that situation happened. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Because see, you'll mess around and the hood will come up out of you. I'm telling you, the hood. Some of these people so twisted. They'll make you knock the hell out of them because you go, dog. I done set up. I wait. You what? Mm-mm. You mess around and be fighting them in the bed. I'm telling you, mm, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm telling you, public record is your friend because these people have histories longer than I don't know what. I'm telling you, these people have you talking about their criminal history. Ashley, you absolutely right. That's all you got to do is take a look at their criminal history. That'll show you a whole lot too. Because when you get to reading start reading some of these affidavits, you see domestic violence. That's public. I'm telling you, they be wanting to get them somebody with some good credit. Listen, you start looking at their criminal history. Oh, domestic violence. I mean, if he got a history of domestic violence, that should let you know that he'll whoop a bitch. I'm telling you, if you got a slick mouth, you got to know he gonna bust you in it. But a lot of women they need to learn how to read, them affidavits and stuff because they get to thinking he it's a domestic violence situation with a woman, and it ain't. It's not with a woman. It's with a man. Shit. He over there fighting with his man. Oh, he told me his baby mama had hit at him. Girl, please. You better child look. It's with a man. Don't try to Cypress, don't try to act like you don't know these people doing this stuff. These folks, people are sick now. Like they don't have any conviction. They don't have any constraints or restraints. Nothing. I want to do what I want to do. Like anything goes, and that's real scary. That's really, really scary. One of the things that actually turn me on about a man is when he have limits to what he'll do. No, baby, I don't do that. I like you, but I ain't gonna do that. I go, oh my God, he has limits. I like that. When people, I ain't got no limits. Oh, girl, he just a freak out the book and all of that. I'm scared of those type of people. Because in their mind, come here, man, come on. Because in their mind, they feel like the person is pleasing. Yeah, they feel like the person is pleasing them in their minds. Some people won't pay people and have slap a lien on your house cannot sell until it's cleared up. Why would I entrust you to take care of me? I know that's right. I know that's right. They be trying to get them a good husband or looking for a person. First thing they'll say, "Can't you sign for me?" Uh, oh, this was wrong with you. Remember, I had a guy I was talking to, and I kind of liked him too. We were just talking. I remember when he got comfortable with me. He said, "Tim, will you sign for me a car?" I said, "Hell no. Sign for you a car? You want me to sign for you a car? Are you serious?" He asked me to sign, get him a car in my name. It shocked me so bad that he said it. What's wrong with you, man? It shocked me so bad that he said it. I didn't even cuss him out because it shocked me that somebody would think I would be dumb enough to get them a car in my name. Nigga, you didn't even take care of your own credit. That's why you can't get a car. And you think I'll let you mess up mine? As much as I love my kids, I wouldn't get no. I would. I'm. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what I did do for my kids. I did what my dad did for me. My kids didn't have to have no cosigners on no cars. Yet they didn't have to have no cosigners. And so I think that's the type of stuff that women and men need to be very careful about. I don't know. I think we all carry a load. Like my life is hectic. I'm not gonna take care of no grown man. I'm not going to. I'm not. I'm not going to, especially when I understand what a man's position is, and that is to provide and protect his woman, right? So the roles have reversed, and men actually look for women to take care of them. I could see if he was my husband or somebody. I'm talking, I ain't gonna have no husband that can't get a car in his name. I'm not. He already have his own cars, but I don't want him if he can't go get a car in his name. He can't provide for them. If he can't even go get a car, I could see if it was my husband and he fell on hard times, a man that has provided and protected me, and now he's ill, or since things change instantly, maybe his a job that he's worked forever, has gone out of business. Maybe business, he has his own business and business is slow. Okay, I'm his wife. That's why I walk beside him. Okay, I step in and I do what is necessary to ensure that things turn around for my husband because he's been a provider and a protector, and now he needs me. But as far as carrying more weight, my children are grown, right? My girls do a very good job of taking care of themselves. They come. I be joking about they come and steal my stuff, and they do. Okay, but I'm their mother. I guess that's what kids do. I'm talking about like my stuff, like my cosmetics and my scrubs and my cute shirts and stuff. But my girls do a very good job of providing for themselves. Now, my oldest daughter, went and got oh Lord, child, she had got a new car 3 years ago, and it sounded like it came out the damn junkyard. Now it was a brand new car, so that's something she gonna have to deal with. My youngest daughter is she's much more responsible. But my oldest daughter is real. She's very what's the word that I'm looking for? She's more of a free spirit. Like even growing up, she didn't care about stuff. She don't care about nothing material at all. I would see her friends at school that spent the night at the house, and I would go, "Isn't that your blue jean jacket?" Yeah, Mama, she need a jacket, so I let her keep it. I said, "You better get that. You better have it when you get home tomorrow." Just giving away clothes I bought. But that's how she is. Like she don't care about stuff like that. Hey, Jamal, even if you have 20% interest, it's yours, and you didn't ask anyone for it. People got to build and do better. That's so true. You got to get with somebody that has the same mindset as you have. You cannot get with someone who does not, who slick does not like you. Sometimes people get more, we starting to see more than often people get with folks that because they feel like it's going to be beneficial to them, but they end up bringing that person down because you know they slick don't like the person's character. And when they get with them, you think you more, you said this, you think you this. Well, if you're going to have something in life, that's why you can't deal with low vibrational people. You got to carry yourself in a certain way. You got to think all those things, good things about yourself. You have to put yourself in certain circles and only deal with certain people. You got to have certain vocabulary. You know what I mean? It's just you have to carry yourself differently. So when you get people that is all if especially if you're in a relationship with somebody that's got an issue with you and with that, why you say that? Because you think you better. That's a person you don't need to be with because they don't like you, and you'll start finding yourself dumbing yourself down for them. Okay, and then you'll end up with the same results that they end up with, and that's nothing. So yeah, I think what's happening now, people, a lot of people just are not choosing. I think as all of us, we have to, choose wisely who you decide to have in your space. Don't just, and let me just say this, don't just get with somebody because you think they got some money. Because look at I was the story I did about a few weeks back. The girl jumped up and went over this guy's house, and he had a nice house when he lived on Dexter Road. And I was like, off of Dexter, I was like, I used to work that area out there when I did traffic, so I know those are big, nice houses. And sure enough, when I pulled up the street that he lived on, I did it on here. She went over there. She had just met the guy. I know her mind told her, "Oh, he got a big, nice house," and he was crazy. He held her hostage. He said she was trying to take him out and When they finally was able to get him, they took him right straight to the damn crazy house because that's where he frequented. But he was a functional crazy person. He had a big house. I reckon it was his. He could have been renting it or something. Just because a person might have a good job or living in a big house, maybe the house he inherited it from one of his parents or something, but he was crazier than a shithouse rat. And so that's why I say, you can't just be getting. I mean, there are repercussions. Now, you don't get to know people. Ooh, he got a big house and he this and he that, and your eyes start lighting up. But he crazy or she's crazy. So people got to be very meticulous about that. If you get somebody that's got a drive, if you can get with somebody that has the same drive as you have, he might not even have everything that he's gonna have, but the man has a drive. He works hard. You all could be a blessing to each other. You could help him to build. That's he make you his wife. Cause these women be trying to build men that ain't even said they want to be in a relationship with them. Okay, but I'm talking about your husband. He's a hard worker and all of that. Okay, you might be his blessing. Y'all could be a blessing to each other because he's a provider and a protector. Why wouldn't you want to help your husband to build something? Especially because more women, are business minded. When I say that, I'm talking about as far as organization, right? You could help him see to the point where, baby, you going to this job every day doing this, and that, and you're making this person millions of dollars. Let's start looking at you building your own business. Not being foolish, baby. Quit that job and we gonna build. No, stay on the job, but we gonna start building, and you start helping them. Shit, you start helping him passing. My husband is getting ready to. My husband has started a business, whatever business it is. You help him to promote himself. What's up, Miss Alicia? they, they say big empty house for captivity. I'm telling you, I don't go in people's houses. I don't go in people's houses. I told y'all I had a client. He's still my client because he still hired me to do work for him. Um, that he lives in a part of Tennessee, like right outside of Memphis. And I told y'all I remember I met that man. He called me, and I look people up too. He was like, I'm gonna pay you and this and that. And so then he called me again and he was like, "Oh, I'm ready to pay you. Can we meet?" I was like, yeah, because he asked me how much I charged. And I told him, he was like, "Okay." Um, because I knew he had money when he said, "How much?" I've never hired a private investigator before. What is it? Like, is it 1,000 a day or something? Could have really hit him over the head if I had wanted to. I said, "No, it's not." He was like, "Oh, okay, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna need you for a certain amount of days." I could have really hit him over the head, but I didn't do that. And hey, that's probably the reason why they continuously use my service, right? And just a rich guy, right? So I remember when he was like, he was like, "Well, I'll meet you at the gas station." I said, "Yeah, let's do that." Cause see, I didn't know who he was. I had my pistol. I had looked him up though, but I still wasn't sure who he was. And so when we got to the gas station, he was like, "I'm gonna be in yeah, I'm gonna be in my Escalade." And I was like, "Dog," I was looking, I was like, "Ain't nobody here, no Escalade." And he called me. He was like, "I'm here. I forgot to tell you, I'm not in my Escalade. I'm in my Suburban. I left my check at home." I said, "Oh Lord." He was like, I just live right up the street. Just follow me." I was like, "Well, I got my gun. I'm gonna go ahead and blow his damn brains out if he try anything." And so I followed him though. I did. I followed him because when I looked at him, I said, "Dog, he's a twerpy white guy. I can." I was like, I might not even have to shoot him. I could take him on. Skinny, skinny with black hair and just. I don't mean look. I looked like he was on meth. I'm gonna beat the. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him if he try anything. Shoot, I'm a ooh. And so, anyways, we keep going, and so he was like, "It's just right up the street. It's okay." And so we keep going, and so he was like, I follow him, right? And then we go to this area, and he pulls up, and the gate comes open. I was like, "What in the? I ain't never in my life knew they had an area back here like this. I mean, nothing but houses, mansions with boats in the back. The lake is just, I mean, just, I'm like, shit, I thought my little lake ain't nothing. Well, I need me a boat. So he was like, "Would you like to come in?" I said, "Mm-mm." Because I was like, "Wow, your house is so beautiful." He said, I'm going to get it. Would you like to come in?" I said, "No," because I don't go. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm very meticulous about going in people's houses because once you go in, you don't know anything about the layout of that house. You might not be able to come out. And he had a big house. I said, "No, can I just go in your backyard?" "Oh yeah." He was like, "Well, when he came back out with his check, I said, I don't want to go in because I wasn't going up in the house." Um, but it was just so peaceful. And he was like, "We just got a boat because everybody else has a boat. Um, you can come and hang out on it sometimes if you want to. Bring your friends. We don't use it. We just got it back here because everybody else got one. We're just trying to copy everybody else." And that was the guy I told y'all that lived next door to the man that the CEO of oh my God, I forget the name of this. He's the CEO because I was like, I didn't know the CEO of that company lived on the outskirts of Memphis. Damn, I can't remember. But he had a three-story house and he was sitting up there at the very top looking rich people weird. My point is you have to be around people that treat people right because that man hired me all the time. Treat people right and get around people you have to get around certain people. Now I can't believe I forgot the name of Campbell Soup. I said I didn't know the CEO of Campbell Soup lived on the outskirts of Memphis. Yeah, that's his house right there. That's him sitting up there at the top on the balcony, staring at the water. I said, "Ain't this some shit?" That man had on some raggedy shoes, a old dingy raggedy t-shirt, and some pants with a hole in the knee. And they got all that money. Look like look like he homeless. And they got all that money. But he sure was driving them nice cars, and there wasn't nothing but nice cars parked in that driveway. Hmm. Hold on, y'all know when I get quiet, I be looking at something. Mm-mm. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I be looking at other stuff. I be emails be coming through. I have to read them. But what was I talking about? Shit, I forgot. I got to reading that email and I forgot. Was I talking about don't be, yeah, I don't go up in different people's houses. I don't care what. Anybody else would have been glad to run up in there. Oh, I went up in it I don't know if I'm gonna come out. I'm scared of people's houses to go in them because you don't ever know like what people are on. I'd rather somebody come if I like them, I feel like they're cool. I'd rather them come to my house, but I have to really have felt them out because I know the layout of my house. I know where I got my little trap set where I can, you try something, I'm gonna hit you over the damn head or stick you with something. And if you come back, I know the layout of my house. I think people need to be careful too when people want to know the layout of your house. They come into your house, they looking all around, they trying to figure out the layout of your house. I get suspicious about stuff like that. They ain't got no business trying to do nothing like that. What's Detroit Cam? She said, Cypress, I'm off today, still in bed, about to roll over and go to sleep. And I got on here because I was like, I got to take my puppy to the she got a doctor's appointment. I think I'm gonna take her to the hospital. I'm gonna take her to the vet hospital. Told y'all I took my other dog to the hospital, the vet hospital. They really thought they was getting ready to hit me over across the head, and did. They was like, we recommend that you leave this puppy here with us. He's not doing good, and he could, parvo, he could die. If you take him home, we give you the meds. But he's really sick. I said, how much is it? $2,000 a night. I said, oh my God, 2,000 a night? So I was like, and they was like, we recommend you leaving for 7 days. I said, no, I can't leave him for 7. I can't leave him for 7. I said, I tell you what. So what happens if I leave him tonight? Well, we're gonna hydrate him and give him antibiotics and what all they listen. I gave them folks 2,000 and something dollars. 2,000 and something. I think it was upward of almost 2,000. I think it was almost 2,100 because I he was looking at me. He was looking at me, and he really had stopped being responsive because he was dehydrated. I didn't know. He had a tear in his eye. I said, "Go on, keep him. Go on, keep him. I ain't gonna let no dog just die. I can't do that." And I've been taking care of him, so I started looking at and the other one's sick. I got to take her today, but they're not gonna keep her. I started looking at YouTube and it was like the only thing the hospital do is they do put the IV in them to, to hydrate them. That's something you could have everything that's something I could have did at home because when I went and got him, they gave me meds to give to him. I've been, hydrating him myself. I got a syringe. I've been, giving him water and stuff because with parvo, what takes them out while they have the virus is dehydration. So is you have to keep them fed. I've been feeding them in a syringe, both of them, even though she been still sick, but she going today, and he's coming around again because I've been keeping him hydrated, giving him his meds, making sure I consistently giving him water. I went and got some puree food. I put it through the syringe and give it to him, give him his antibiotics and stuff. And I've been giving her some of his antibiotics. I'm getting ready to take her in a few minutes. But I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna recommend, because I just paid them almost 2,100. They're gonna want me to keep. They're gonna want to keep her too. I'm not giving them another 2,100. Listen, one of my cousins gonna say, "Why on earth would you ever pay $2,000 for a dog? That dog would have been dead." She can't come to my house no more. Cause see, anybody that feel that way about my puppies, they can't be trusted. She said, "I'll give you puppy IV and shots for way lower price. Let's start with 100." Yeah, they got me. They really did. So when I was looking at, I was like, "Dog, I could have did all that at home, and that's what I've been doing." And he is feeling a lot better. So I'm taking her. I really want to take her to. She has an appointment with the vet, but I'm scared the vet is going to tell me to take her to the hospital and it's going to charge me and then tell me take her to the hospital when I could just take her to the hospital, get the best meds and stuff. Cause see, I'm gonna act up if they do that. Trying to figure out how mosquitoes get in here. These mosquitoes love eating me up. I'm gonna put on some clothes. That's what a lot of people. Don't you know that I was looking at that? Like we go and pay and them like because I think for my dogs to get all of their shots for each of them, it was like $158 a piece. And the shots, you could administer those shots yourself, and the shots don't, and the medicine, the shot medicine don't cost but like $18. So basically, what they doing is they charging you for them being a vet. They charging us for them 100 and something dollars. Basically, just go to the doctor. Mm. That's what that is. What's wrong with you? Yeah, Tito Jackson passed away. I hate that that I was reading. I don't know if it's true that he had a heart attack, but I hate that. I like Tito. I mean, I didn't listen to none of his music, but you know, he's one of those legendary Jacksons. Yeah, Tito passed away. I hope he didn't go out like, I hope he, because I think his dad passed away of a heart attack, then he from taking Viagra. I think that's how his dad passed away from taking Viagra. Reby is real pretty. Reby is pretty. Janet is pretty. Latoya probably would be pretty, but she wouldn't have did too much to herself. Jermaine Jackson used to be handsome. Don't y'all know they said that that's a wig that Jermaine Jackson has on his head. I guess I don't know if I guess I'm relieved because I would hate to think somebody put that much damn gel in their head, especially a man. So I guess I'm relieved with that because I didn't know what that shit was. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. I always thought Jackie was handsome. Look, y'all. They say it's a wig, and I'm glad that it is because a Jerry curl with all that gel on the side. It's a Jerry curl in the top and then it's gelled down on the side. I'm happy that it is a wig. I mean, it's still terrible, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, I like James Earl Jones. I like James Earl. I like Frankie Beverly. I've been binging on Frankie Beverly. Frankie Beverly and Maze, they done made some babies too. They done made a whole heap of babies too. And the real little T. He said they say Drake wears a lace front. He probably do. Listen, Drake is he's always been very saucy to me. He always been real saucy. So, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. He always been real feminine. And I know what people gonna say. Yeah, but you know how the folks are, how ignorant people are. Yeah, but Drake be having the bitches. Normally, that's what they do. What that mean? Uh-huh. It means nothing. Folks always talk about how they thought how cute they thought Drake was. He was never cute to me. He was always just too feminine. But then I like certain types of guys, so mm, he was never cute to me either. I don't like mind light skinned guys. I don't mind it. I don't have a preference as it relates to skin tone, but I don't mind light skinned guys. I don't. It's not something that I prefer because I don't have a preference when it comes to the tone of their skin, but um I don't mind them as long as long as they don't um what's the word that I'm looking for? I remember I was talking to this guy one time and he was from out of New Orleans. And I remember the first conversation we had, he was like, you know, people say that I look white, but I mean, he kept going on about his skin tone. And that did it for me because I'm like, this motherfucker got me. What's wrong? I don't give a damn about no Creole or nothing else. What is he talking about? But he kept going on about his skin color, and so that did it for me because I'm not shallow like that. Rest in peace, Rich Homie, Frankie, James, and Tito. He just kept going on about his. They say I could. They say I could pass for mixed, but I'm Creole or something. He was saying. I was like, Lord Jesus, mm, he really ain't worth me talking to. I never. I don't stuff like that. What's wrong? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Go to the hospital, Mama. I have to go to the hospital, Mama. Okay, y'all. I'm back. Let's turn the air and stuff off. They said, Cypress, who you marrying? Cypress want him a wife. He just too embarrassed to say it. Cypress know he want him a wife. Um, you all make sure y'all hit the like button. We're just kind of hanging out. I got up to make sure I keep an eye on the puppies. My other little puppy, his little bad butt started barking. I was like, Lord, what he barking for? I hope he ain't. Maybe he barking because So it scared me. They say puppies can sense stuff. I was like, I hope he ain't sensing that this puppy is getting ready to transition before I can get her to a hospital. So I'm gonna take her to the animal. The animal hospital be loaded. It be loaded with people in there with their pets, bring them in there, taking them to emergency surgery, and all of that. So I'm trying to decide on should I take her to the hospital or should I take her to her vet? I think I'm gonna take her to the hospital because I think the hospital gonna hit me hard again. Yeah, I'm gonna take her to the hospital because at least they'll be able to hydrate her and give her whatever they gave him to stop her from throwing up. They said that Cypress is not gonna do right. Cypress, listen, Cypress be on here talking shit. Cypress will do right by the right woman. I'm surprised, as Cypress always say, the types of games that he said he played. I'm surprised a woman ain't split his wig or pulled his wig back or whatever. Mm-mm. He said he trying to change his. So Cypress, why can't you be faithful? Why can't you be faithful to a woman? That's what I just want to know. Why can't you be faithful? Why can't you be faithful to a woman? Just I hope he got patience. I am she Johnson. A man like Sipe had me booked and charged. I'm telling you, I don't like it when guys think they're gonna play with me either. I don't. And Cypress clearly likes to play games. Yeah, that's the type of stuff, I'm telling you, that's the type of get his throat open up. I'm telling you, I mean, I ain't gonna open up no guy throat, not unless he think he gonna put his hands on me. But I'm surprised, as crazy as a lot of these women are for real in real time. I'm surprised Cypress ain't got his throat open. It ain't hard being faithful. If you want to be faithful, you can be faithful. If you value what you have, you can be faithful. So I've always looked at it like this. If a guy could cheat on me, it's because he didn't value what he had. So he should have just been honest in the beginning and said, "Listen, you don't satisfy me," so that I could have moved on to another man. Guys don't do that. Type them temptations a ML, but it's not worth it at all. It was times where I almost effed up my relationship with my girl. Guys have not figured it out by now. Women only want you if they think you got something else good going on. Women are really good about they're gonna figure out who it is that you with. You got you a wife. Let's just say she a woman that's got something going for herself. She immediately her mind. This is how women work. Okay. Oh, okay. He got a wife. She a she an engineer. Oh, okay. They got all of that over. They got a nice house and all of that. Let's see how far I can make this nigga go. Cause see, she becomes she don't. It's not that she wants to do. She knows that she can't compare to that woman. So what she wants to do is try and put herself to see what she can get him to do to hurt his wife or his woman. And then she'll say, baby, she thinks she got all that going on. Baby, I had him out late, baby. I sucked this wing, baby. I made him stay out all night, baby. He messing up his home, baby. That's what a rat will do. And she'll do anything to get you to mess over that woman because she's jealous of that woman. See, she thinks she's something because she got all them degrees, baby. I ain't got all that, baby, but I know how to suck dick, baby. He messing up his home, baby, because I made sure he didn't go home last night, baby. And before you know it, your ass ain't got shit but a calm sucking bitch that's flogging all the time, okay? And you lost everything. That's what go on with these men. She done sucked all the, I guess, juice out your brain. Cypress says, realty says, cite them to taste. Men better start thinking better. They better start using the right head. They ain't using the right head. And ultimately it's making them look suckerish. How you gonna lose everything you got for a cum guzzler? Yeah, but she sure did give good head. Mess over your woman, your wife, your family for that. And then after the wife don't want her no more, she don't really want you. Well, you had hurted it me all them years. I had wanted it you now. I don't feel the same no more. Bitch, you never wanted him. The woman is gone. Now she's in competition with your wife, somebody she could never have compared to. But you did that. You put her in competition. And that's the reason why women don't forgive. You took a rat and made her think she could be in competition with your queen. And you disrespected her. That's why women can't forgive and men don't understand it. What's up, Great Face? I am She Johnson says, I've been through T and I tried to tell him that, and now you can have him. Don't make me cuss this early. Once the wife is through, the main chick is through, the cum guzzler is through. She be trying to figure out who the wife messing with. I'm gonna see if I could they become obsessed with the woman. That's what women do. They become obsessed with the other woman. Um and men quick to talk about women bitter because they say I'm not gonna let a man mess over me. That ain't bitter, bitch. I can't stand no nigga like that. You bitter. Why am I bitter? Cause you sit up talking about you don't forgive and you love him and you no, I'm not gonna let no man mistreat me. I'm bitter because I say I won't let a man mistreat me because I know my worth. I just get with a man that can appreciate my worth and me. But see, those are the types of games that a lot of men play when you won't let them play with you. Oh, you bitter. You crazy. I don't deal with men like that. I don't, because I'm far from bitter. If I was bitter, I wouldn't be saying that there were good men out there that I want to be. I would love to be with a good. I would be. I don't want no man, and all men ain't shit, and this. I don't. I don't. That's not my mentality. I don't think like that because I don't believe that there are a lot of good men out there. Absolutely, these women they be jealous of beautiful, educated women. You absolutely right. They will study that woman for years and try and become her. They forget who they are. They don't want the man. They want to see if they could, because of their obsession, they can get the man to mess over the woman. That's what makes them feel adequate. That's why when a lot of men lose their wives, the side chick don't have interest in him no more. And vice versa. I knew a girl who had a good husband. She was messing with this police officer for years. As a matter of fact, they were both married. As soon as she left her husband, she started playing games and started, calling his wife from like different like numbers and stuff. I guess one of the wives, she done messed up her family. Now he ain't leaving his wife fast enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But she was playing games and he knew it. He told her, listen, you got too much time on your hand now. You need to get you somebody. Get you somebody else because I can't leave my family. You got all this time on your hand. You want me to spend time with you. That's all the time. That's not how it was because you had your husband. I always had my wife. So get you somebody on the side. So he was letting her know I don't want you. No man that really wants you to have somebody on the side. They don't. They don't want you to have somebody on the side. I can remember, and I cheated one time in my life, okay? I'm talking about intimately. And all that dude used to ask me, did y'all have sex? I ain't gonna be mad. You could tell me it ain't gonna hurt me. Yeah, no, is you doing anything with him? We ain't doing nothing. That's why I said because we wasn't. But it messed with him, even though he knew I had a boyfriend when we got together. The fact you having sex with him still. No, but it wouldn't. I mean, he shouldn't have been asking me that because he already knew that that was my boyfriend when he got with me. He said, "So Ape Gang took another hit." Yeah. Oh, I need to see if, as a matter of fact, let me see if he survived because they hit him up. They hit him up 10 times. Yeah. You looked at the members' great face video. The black barber says there's their way of saying that they don't want to be with you and that they are not leaving. Absolutely. I could just see somebody now putting up a video talking about one of their subscribers. Your motherfucking subscriber ain't told you that, bitch. Okay? Because your subscriber wouldn't know that. Ain't no subscriber told you that. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix me some coffee. Bodie, Rainbow. Okay, I just have to make sure you're alive. That's all. You going to the hospital in a minute, boo. Yeah, I hit the like button. Yeah, it's a darn shame how since I got these puppies, I've been treating them like they my darn kids. Maybe I need to sell them. Nah, they're too old now, and they too old. They wouldn't be happy. Hmm. Hmm. Wouldn't be no need in selling it. I mean, I just spent $2,000 on the puppy to save one. Get ready to probably gonna spend $1,000 today on another one. I wouldn't even make my money back if I sold them. So I may as well just keep them. IMC Johnson says, I've been out of town. I got to rewatch the videos. Oh, I put some tea in the platinum and I got some more tea. There's something is going on. It's something going on with straight drop, but mm, I have to I don't know if I should put that tea in there. I probably don't need to, not right now. Um, but I just put enough out there to make some people go make up stuff that if they'll follow my energy. If I say something going on with straight drop, they'll start throwing shit up against the wall. Cause it ain't can't be too much going on so that they can say, I called it. No, bitch, you feeding off of my energy because you don't know nothing. Um, I've been out of town. I got to rewatch the videos. Okay, great face. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, yeah. I put a some tea, some hot tea. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to get an update too. Shit, I done left my phone back there. Let me. I can. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm waiting to see. Anyways, this is Govan testifying against the two shooters, or did he take a deal because he know he can't fight the charges? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see. Hmm. Great face, did you get a chance to you think he gone? I just reached out to somebody to see. That I mean, it wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking good. Oh Lord Jesus. What makes you think that, gray face? Oh Lord Jesus. Cause my mm, these kids be so young, taking these losses like that. Hold on, I'm trying to see. Mm, hold on. Okay, he okay. Okay. I know the person was like, "I'm gonna call you back to give you an update," but I would think that if it had happened, if that had been the case, they would have made sure they'd have woke me up. Um, so great face, what you think about that? What you think that was? What you think that was? I would think that hot chocolate runs right through you. I would think that the hot chocolate runs right through you. It runs right through me. What's up, the hitter? Oh, you just reminded me I need to get me some hot chocolate. That's the only thing I like about this part of the year is to drinking hot chocolate. Ape Gang has been a target for whatever reason. I heard a couple months ago, Bobby, who they want. Mm, mm. Bobby is who want Bobby? Gray face. See, hadn't Bobby been staying out the way? Do he even be on social media? Mm, mm. Yeah, my nails are neon orange. They're so pretty. I like this. It's short the color of a pumpkin. I might get this color again when I go get my nails done again. I like this. The pumpkin color. Um, yours teal. I be liking that teal too, girl. Teal is so pretty. Yeah, the teal is so pretty. I wear a lot of uh, I like greens and um blues. Bobby just a hot commodity for whoever out there on the hunt. Someone came in, hit a chat before and said Bobby was about to get hit 2 days later. One of his members was hit. Oh wow. Hitter wasn't paying attention. Oh wow. Hmm. Do CEO Bobby still even be online? Because the last time I saw him online, he was saying he had a job and all of that. Mm. Mm. Okay, Bobby out there hiding. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. I tell you. Mhm. I wonder too, Gray Face. The trial is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see. That's what a lot of people saying. Where's Govan? A lot of people saying where does Govan stand? Where does he stand? Bobby said he going to jail or a cell over K. Who are you talking about? Uh, oh, Lord. Okay, I know who you talk about. But he was in a cell. He didn't want to stay in there. He was in a cell. He didn't want to stay in there. He did what he needs to do to get out of the cell. So it's funny to me when these guys say that. I wonder who those little dudes been into it with. When Dawkins Hit Quit was out asking people what they knew about the hit, he contacted a few people. Think about what I'm telling you. Hmm. Hmm. Wonder who he contacted. Great face, who he contact? Just gone. My brain. It's too early in the morning. I'm drinking coffee. You might as well go ahead. Tell me who he contact. Great face, please tell me. I can't remember. He contacted a few people asking them what they knew. J- the initials. And my brain have to be refreshed. Mm. Mhm. I think a good, what people need to ask themselves is these people that's involved, even though they might have rap sheets, because see, when you have long rap sheets, at some point you're supposed to have served quite a bit of time. I mean, it's public record. Has any of these people ever served extensive amounts of time? If they haven't, that probably tells you a lot of what you need to know. Mm. Yeah, if they haven't served extensive amounts of time, I just want to. I think out of everything, I'm really interested in what happens with Stray Drop. I'm really interested in what Stray Drop what's gonna happen with him next week. That I'm very interested in. Greyface says Quit was trying to find out from whoever knew the most what information was out there when he had already known what was going on. Quit was trying to chop the witnesses from the beginning. Well, let me just say this. I do know that vloggers, see, people think that I be just talking when I say these vloggers, they go, oh, she just shooting the shit. She just no. I was told that about some vloggers are in trouble because they was trying to find witnesses. And I was told that I've been saying that for a year now because that's what I was told. It's not something that I just pulled up out of me. I was told that some vloggers are actually have actually been up under investigation and gonna be looking at some time. It's gonna be indicted. Some of them probably already been going through some shit, and they probably know now why they've been getting messed with by the folks. But it was already established that those bloggers were hired to try and find witnesses. And I remember this one when I was told that my mind went back to this one blogger that I remember from even before I really started. I wasn't even blogging on the case that had just popped up from out of nowhere, putting people's pictures up on the screen. That particular that blogger came to my mind, and that's one of the vloggers they talking about. Asking people if they knew certain folks that was out there. These folks do anything for some money. It ain't no way in hell that I would have ever thought that I could try it with the FBI looking. I don't care how what they let them got away with. They let you go on for a while. You stealing money, you scamming and all that. They let you to see the extent of what you do. But you trying to witness tamper. So when I was saying that, I wasn't just saying that to be throwing stuff out there. I was saying that because I was told that. What's more crazy? All these people shop at the same places. Crazy these folks haven't ran into each other. Mm-hmm. Mm. But Gray Face, that would sound about right because yeah, that would sound about right. That Quit was the one that had some of the vloggers whose name came up that I was told, yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, I don't doubt that at all. I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking about what, yeah, that would sound about right. Oh, Lord have mercy. These people have crashed out on here. It's been a lot of people to crash out. You talking about older women that have jobs. They flat out crashed out. I would never let somebody trick me into using my livelihood to violate theft. Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm thinking about the vlogger, one of the vloggers that I saw with my own eyes doing it. And yeah, that sounds about right. They was trying to get it goes back. I'm thinking about some of the stuff that I was told in the very beginning. I kind of I dismiss a lot of stuff when I don't, have proof of it. Um, Although, quite a bit, I figured that some of it has some validity. I didn't really talk about it though, and I do believe that that was a bid or whatever. People was trying to get their hands. Although somehow or another, it is alleged that Black Youngster did get the video. I don't know though, because I do know there were other cars out there. They always recording. They always recording. When they do stuff, they always have somebody to record. So, mm. You guys make sure y'all hit the like button. Hold on. Let me pour me some more coffee. Rainbow. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's a darn shame to have these dogs thinking that they're human beings. They got their own beds. They got their own room. My doctors, listen, I don't ever remember my doctor's bills, my insurance, Lord. Um, I think the video was taken from outside of the business, from my understanding. They had people that was recording. Hey, Tambora. Oh, I am she Johnson. Glad she off today. It ain't nothing like it, girl. I do not want. Don't you know when you go to take your puppy to the emergency room? I was in at the emergency room for 5 hours. 5 hours, and I really and it's always loaded. There are no emergency room hospitals for puppies in northern Mississippi. So everybody from Mississippi goes to Memphis emergency room animal hospitals. Y'all, they had a turtle. They had a damn turtle at the emergency room. As much as they charge to be in an emergency room, and hey, I guess people love they animals because I love mine. You know, if I would pay all that money for a turtle. But y'all, those people had insurance cards for their puppies. I don't think I could take a turtle of mine to the emergency room. I don't. First, I ain't gonna have no turtle, but to take him up in the emergency room. Hell, I wonder what was wrong with him. How they know he's sick? Gray face, they already gray gray face. That's we already talked about that gray face. That's already been a done deal. And I think I talked about why. Trying to figure out why would a turtle need to be in the emergency room? What happened to him? Mm, how a turtle get sick? Listen, y'all. I was going down my street one day. I saw because there be a lot of like animals and turtles and stuff. They'll go over there by the lake and stuff. I saw a turtle. He was so big. He was walking across the street and he was trying to get over to the other side so fast. I saw him. He was so big way before I got up to him. So I stopped. I stopped and made all the other cars wait so that their turtle could cross the street. Because some people are sick. They'll try to run over turtles. They'll try to run over animals. But he got on over to the other side, thank God. Mm. He said turtles need love too. If I would go, emergency rooms cost a lot of money. Hey, but they'll I think I was the only black person with a puppy sitting in the emergency room, and I was mad as hell because I had been there 5 hours. It was another pet, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "Look, ma'am, I've been here 5 hours. I got something else I got to do." I guess they want to treat it like the real emergency room. I'm sorry, we had an emergency, a pet to come in, a high priority that had to go straight to surgery. Y'all folks be coming up in there with their snakes. I ain't gonna. Oh, mm, mm, mm. Me too. I am she Johnson. Every time I see a swirl, I try to I swerve around it. I ain't hitting no squirrels. Mm-hmm. Mm. Y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys hit the like button. He said his sister killed her turtle. How you kill them? They can go in. They can go up in their shell. I was looking at a lion trying to eat a turtle and couldn't because he went up in his shell. An alligator tried to eat one and had to let him out. I don't want no snakes around me, humans or pets. I'm telling you. Some animals are not supposed to be domesticated, but I see now people are getting alligators and crocodiles as pets. Oh, anyways, you guys, I don't want no monkey because they'll beat the hell out you too. Remember that lady had a gorilla and he beat the shit out of her, broke her face and jaw and all of that. Anyways, you guys, so anyways, yeah, it's exactly 7 days now. Yep, we're 7 days out before the trial. 7 days out. Can y'all believe it? And it's almost 3 years to the day that young Doc was taken out. Almost 3 years to the day because he was taken out in November. So yeah, about a month and 20 something days. About a month and 20 something days. If I see that monkey peeking around the corner down the highway, I'm running. So it's gonna be everything is gonna be interesting to see. I'm just happy that a lot of it is get ready to come out. The people don't really have to. Um, but even with stuff coming out, folks are still going to choose to. They're still going to choose to not believe it. So absolutely, great face. It's not over. This is just the beginning. It's not over. Yeah. Why people? I never understood. I wonder, do people listen to what they say? They'll say, "Well, people don't want to accept that this is the ending." But then, out of the same breath, they'll say it was a hired hit. So that's an oxymoron. If you know it was a hired hit, how you gonna say that it's over? Those are just the shooters. You saying it out your own mouth that it was a hit. A hit means that somebody paid the shooters to go hit him. And if people think they're gonna be able to just put everything on a dead man, they really crazy. Do they really believe that law enforcement has been there all the time to let a bunch of thugs outthink them and just tell them everything? Them folks do this all day, every day. Anybody knows that that's the first thing you do is try to blame it on a person that's no longer here. But but that would be an insult. Some of these people was already talking to the police, hell, and they had already told everything. So it, and everybody know that Govan was not the payor. Govan was a payee. He was not the payor. Mhm. Now now I see. Grayface is really everything is starting to come out. Think about some of these vloggers and how they got people to viciously start going at anybody that popped up and was talking about young Dolph. And it was not some crazy narrative. How they got crash dummy women that's getting ready to lose a lot of what they had worked for. Some of them going straight back to poverty. Um, to start to start using their resources on their jobs. I mean, they was using anybody, and that's because they was getting paid by certain people. Some of these bloggers, These women got to be the damnedest fools that ever walked. Bitch, y'all in y'all late 40s and 50s and crashed out for a bunch of damn vloggers who ain't got nothing. They was getting paid to try to run people off that was telling the truth. 40, late 40 and 50 and 60-year-old crash dummies. Cause bitch, you crashed out anytime you put your damn government job and federal job in jeopardy for a vlogger. Because you wanted them to need you. Some of these people want to be validated. They're crash dummies. They had needed me, so they needed me to look up information. I was a go-to person. Bitch, they use you to fuck your livelihood over. Ain't got a pot to piss in. Okay? They let some of these hating ass women use them too. So a lot of these people didn't know when they was using their resources. I would never. That's why I've been always been very responsible. I mean, I can get on here and say whatever I want to say, but I always when I got on here and I always use public record. Hey, Derwin, I didn't let people crash me out. I didn't. I didn't let people crash me out. It's really sad. It's really embarrassing to the black community to take each other out for money. Right? It is. It's very embarrassing. Hmm. Mm, I get so darn tired of these people having folks to try to reach out to me. I'm getting ready to start back turning these folks into the damn FBI. That's as a matter of fact, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do a report today. I'm not gonna play with these bitches. I'm not getting ready to play with these old ass bitches. Um, okay, this whole got me messed up. Hold on, y'all. Anyways, I'm gonna teach her who to play with. I'm gonna show her who to play with. Cause see, the reason why these bitches is so easy to be manipulated is because they be having an obsession with other women too. So they'll jump on board to crash out. Bitch, you ain't got much, but what you got, it's I mean, you don't need to try to lose it by messing with another woman. So Chris Kraft been in the news. Understand a woman get herself caught up in some bullshit because she want to use her motherfucking federal job to do illegal stuff and then think she can outsmart me. Bitch, you better find you something safe to play with, hoe. Because you already up under investigation. Don't reach out to me about no inquiries, hoe. Because I know when you bitches playing. Mm-mm. Hold on, y'all. Hmm. Hmm. They say they ready to crash out, but do they know who they looking for? They might know who they looking for. Are you talking about what happened last night? Hold on, you guys. Yeah, hit the like button for me. Yeah, please hit the like button for me. Mm. Oh yeah, I'm looking up something. Hmm. Yeah, Miss T, all them apes say they about to be out. If you ain't sliding, don't hop in the car. Put Memphis on high alert. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Now Bobby know he just got out of jail. Mm, mm, mm. They said eat again. Okay, you guys. What I'm getting ready to do is I gotta go take my dog to the animal hospital. So I'm gonna get back on later, okay? I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe, okay? I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.